dogs, and everyone except he and the auctioneer ran for cover. The next 12 cars he bought for $125 each. He resold 10 of them for $19,200, and the last 2 were scrapped. He sold them to a scrapyard, walking away with another $200 in his pocket. Total profit of $17,900. Not bad for a couple days' work. I'm proud to say this new Institute member works very, very closely with us, and he's doing very, very well. But it doesn't have to be a big deal like a Rolls-Royce or a Boeing 737. Obviously, those are some of real exciting and attractive things that we like to dream about, and our dreams can become a reality. But a 17-year-old high school student told me that he went to one of these government auctions, U.S. Customs auctions. He bought 80 brand-name toaster ovens in their original cartons. $2.33 each is what he picked up the ovens for. That's what his bid came out to, $187. He was a successful bidder. Anybody have any idea why he got such a tremendous bargain? There were 3 people there, okay? But the other 2 people didn't want, need, or think they had a use for 80 toaster ovens. One in your home, one in your office, one in your car, one in your garage. What are you going to do with the other 76 toaster ovens, okay? He took them over to the local flea market on the following weekend. He knew that they were selling at local discounters and outlets for about $29 on sale. He turned around, he cut the price down by 50%, and he sold them for $15 each. He did it in 2 weekends. Because his price was right, he grossed $1,200, making $1,013 net cash profit. This is the kind of small, everyday type of opportunity. This is the kind of deal that anyone can afford. His total investment was $187. He slapped it down on the table, took them out, made cash money, and he continued to do small transactions like this one on an almost weekly basis. We've talked previously about drug seizures, and obviously they offer exciting opportunities. And the U.S. Customs auctions are very, very similar. Everybody knows what the U.S. Customs does? Would you believe that some people actually fail to declare imported items? Or fail to pay taxes and duties on items they bring into the country? What about things that are smuggled in or confiscated? The United States Customs auctions, you'll find cameras, bags, watches, jewelry, electronics, whole container loads of consumer goods and almost anything and everything you can think of, including just about everything made in Japan by Sony, Hitachi, Mitsubishi, and names that we haven't learned to pronounce yet. These items can be obtained for pennies on the dollar and resold, again, at flea markets or to wholesalers, retailers, jobbers, all sorts of outlets with whom we at the Institute have ongoing business relationships. That's U.S. Customs. Willie Nelson and Red Fox are not the only famous entertainers who have internal revenue problems. James Brown, soul singer James Brown, had his South Carolina Beach Island estate sold at public auction for $9,500. His 40-acre ranch with 3,500 square foot vacation home, swimming pool, bathhouse, 2-car garage, kennels, and other buildings was appraised for tax purposes at $122,700. It went for 13 cents on the dollar because there were only 2 bidders there. Dallas was one of 2 bidders who showed up at the auction at the Aiken County Courthouse, Quinn said. A handful of people watched, he said. Brown did not attend. In addition, his Lincoln Continental, Mercedes-Benz, custom van, furniture, silver, and television sets went for only $17,500. Think about that opportunity that we all missed. Because of increasing drug seizures, that's internal revenue. Because of increasing drug seizures, you'll find available through drug busts, DEA, the Drug Enforcement Agency, and marshal sales, custom vans, sports cars, luxury automobiles. Just to give you an example, we have auto dealers who unbelievably don't attend these auctions, and yet they will pay what they call wholesale or bank loan value, but what we consider top dollar for some of these luxury cars, sports cars, custom vans, and limousines. $20 VCRs, $60 computers, $10 fishing trawlers, a shopper's dream, but a taxpayer's nightmare. Mark Lewis strode into a U.S. Marshals Service auction and bid $10 on a 65-foot fishing boat seized from drug smugglers. $10 going once, the auctioneer prodded 25 silent bidders. $10 going twice, nobody stirred. Sold for $10. Last summer, Lewis fished off the coast of New England with a trawler, appraised at $50,000. At thousands of such auctions each year, the government flushes out warehouses full of surplus and seized goods. Computers go for as little as $60, VCRs for $20, office swivel chairs for $3. The government collects millions each year, but it should take in millions more. The IRS, the United States Postal Service, and federal bank insurers all contribute to the auction steals. The drug war has spiced the auction booty with its own exotic bargains. U.S. Marshal Service and Customs warehouses are swollen with more than $1 billion worth of seized cars, yachts, fur coats, diamonds, paintings, Rolex watches, portable phones, and other trappings of the drug trade. Yet at auctions, customs merchandise sells at prices far below its appraised value. At an auction in Jersey City, one bidder paid $1,200 for 960 pair of earrings, 402 necklaces, 1,500 watch bands, 100 pair of sunglasses, and 40 watches.
Now that you know who these agencies are, turn to the back of Volume 1 from your workbooks, Chapter 1 through 13. Turn to the back of Volume 1 to find out where some of these are located. But it gets even better. I can show you how to make even more incredible deals using my money in your spare time. Watch closely.
This is The Good Life. We invite you to join with us over the next few minutes and learn how you can become independently wealthy using a few well-tested, proven techniques, which will put you on the road to achieving your financial independence. It takes little or no money, requires no credit, and anyone can do it in their spare time. Just a few hours a month, that's all it takes. Stay tuned. Learn how to profit at U.S. government auctions of cars, boats, planes, jewelry, electronics, and other valuable personal property and real estate. And you can start right away.
Everyone comes to a point in their life where they either keep going down the same path they've always gone on, or they choose a new path, which can improve their way of life. They can continue, of course, on making the same amount of money that they've made month after month, or they can do something different. That's what I'm trying to offer you here today. You can invest just a little bit of money and a little bit of time and make much more money in the months to come than you've ever done with my system. When you find out how easy it is to use my system, you'll wish you heard about it months ago. When you receive my course, this is what you're going to receive. This is the government auction package. It's very, very simple. This is the easiest method that you could ever find to make a lot of money to get you out of the situation you're in right now. You can start buying beautiful cars like myself. I got a Lamborghini Diablo through this government auction package. I got a Rolls-Royce Corniche through this government auction package. What that does for me is this. It shows me freedom. It gives me an opportunity to purchase these things at little advertised government auctions. I got with Mr. Steve Steiner. We worked together on this, and what we did was we came up with the smallest places where only a few people are at. Of course, anybody says an auction, you think of hundreds of people showing up. I'm talking about taking you to an auction where you see 3 people. How are you going to like that? And we're going to get wonderful, wonderful items at that auction. You're going to be able to pick up some fantastic things for pennies on the dollar, but only when you learn what I've learned, which has taken years and years of Mr. Steiner's time to perfect these methods. And he has taught them to me and showed me to get beautiful things, and now I'm trying to teach you how you can better your life. But not only am I going to better your life, I'm going to do something more importantly than that. I'm going to back you up. And in this agreement, it shows that I'm going to be there 100% to back you up. It shows in writing my name and your name. We're on a contract. When you find these deals, you fill out the contract, you send it to me, you got my signature, which means I am bound to you for my money to do the deal. And a lot of times we have to send our money around the country before the sales even take place. How would you like that? You get a $50,000 check from me before the sale even takes place. You know I'm going to be there behind you. But to be able to do that, I need a commitment from you. I'm going to charge you one low fee for this course, but I'm telling you, it's going to change your life, and you've got my money behind you to guarantee it. It's not enough to know who these agencies are and where to find them. You have to know the right way to buy. Every successful bidder has a special strategy. Steve is now going to share with us some successful techniques to make incredible money. That is so simple, anyone can put together a winning deal.
Our students are very, very successful.
Steve Sands, ex-janitor, offered $8,500 profit in one day.
You know what's so great about these government auctions? I attended a drug seizure sale, bought a 300 SD Mercedes, paid $1,500 for it. A dealer offered me $10,000 for it. I turned him down.
What's the first thing you look for? Number 1, write this down. Absolute Auction. I want you to write it down. If you haven't written anything down today, write that. Absolute Auction.